It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition of the grand design, some people say, is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Please come by.
He actually said
It's the bigger love of the family.
smile. Being forced to do something that you don't want to do or maybe not want to do.
Well, I think peer pressure is when you try to impress your friends by doing something that you wouldn't normally do.
Agreed.
Peer pressure is giving in to what other people are trying to push you into doing.
Peer pressure is like, it's kind of just going, you know, with the flow. You know, you see people doing stuff and you feel like sometimes, you know, you gotta be a part of it, and sometimes people just force you to be a part of it. It's kind of like fitting in.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't necessarily have to do it to fit in, you know. But it's sad that we all think we do.
Peer pressure to me was like a bunch of friends hanging out and a couple of them start doing something that maybe you think you shouldn't be doing. But since they're doing it, they're telling you, come on, you know, you want to be cool, you hang out with us or whatever, and you should try it too, and a lot of people give into that.
Peer pressure is when your heart and your mind don't line up, and then you already have that pressure.
Peer pressure. Peer pressure, in my belief, peer pressure is it's more of a bully. Individuals pressuring other people to do things that they wouldn't do themselves, or they don't have enough courage to do. So they'll bully somebody else into doing it. They'll pressure you by themselves, or to get a group of people.
My name is TC Strickland, and I'm here to talk about the causes of peer pressure. Usually people are influenced into doing stuff because they're caused to do it. And what causes them to do it is because people like you, and I mean you. For example, if I wanted to partake in a social event such as a party, and I see my peers doing drugs or alcohol, and they come up to me and say, hey, would you like to partake in these activities? And I say no, they would pressure me into doing it. And if I don't do what they say, I might get the impression of I'm not cool or I'm not popular because I can't do what they're doing. And that's the cause of peer pressure. And I just want to say, if you're causing peer pressure, stop it.
Like impressing your friends, like you always want to just act like top whatever they're doing. So like say one of your friends in a molly, you want to do 2 mollies.
I think some of the causes for peer pressure nowadays, you know, you have like different cliques in school, people trying to be who they see and who they want to be. So they try to do different things to impress their peers. So like if you have like Mr. Jock guy who's always, you know, pulling pranks on the young kids, push them into lockers, you know, just like you see on school. You know, it's kind of peer pressure for your buddies to want to be like him and do the same thing. So I think that's a pretty big thing that has to do with peer pressure.
I think acceptance. Sometimes you just want to be cool or popular. You see something some kids are doing, you feel like you gotta do that too, just to be, you know, with them or a part of them. But, you know, if someone's forcing you to do something you don't want to do, then they're not really your friend.
I grew up in Oakland, there was a lot of peer pressure out there. And it's like, high school out there wasn't like it is out here. We didn't have all the activities you guys have. And it was pretty bad out there. And like, I used to go to high school to hang out with my friends. And we end up not going to school, we end up somewhere hanging out, drinking beer, and doing everything, smoking weed.
The desire to fit in can have a huge impact on kids today. The
the desire to be thin, popular, pretty, etc. It can all lead to kids doing things that they're uncomfortable with so that they can be accepted. Peer pressure can lead to addiction, death, or even loss of family or friends because their family may give up on them because they've chosen a different route to take in their life. The most harmful effect of peer pressure is one losing their own sense of individuality. Once you lose that, then you forget who you are, and then what makes you different than your friend. There will never be another you, so act like yourself, make actions that reflect you and not people who you're influenced by or peer pressured by.
Have your friends or your family telling you you should or shouldn't do something. For instance, if I am on a diet and I know I shouldn't be eating cheesecake, then I go out and hang out with some friends and they're all eating cheesecake. Well, my heart is telling me no, but my mind is telling me yes. But my friends are also telling me yes. So that's pressure. It's a lot of peer pressure.
And I mean, luckily for me, I at least got somewhere out of it. But a lot of my friends didn't. A lot of people were in jail. A lot of people were up to no good. A couple made it. But I'm one of the lucky ones. I got a good family.
I see it all the time. I work in a correctional setting.
Oh, really?
So I see peer pressure. It happens on a daily basis. You know, and it can go from being incarcerated for 1 year from what you did, or being pressed and doing something else can get you a whole lot of years. So.
There's many different types of peer pressure. There is spoken peer pressure and unspoken peer pressure. Spoken peer pressure is verbally influencing a teen to behave in certain ways. For example, a friend says, "Why are you wasting your time studying? We still have a long time till the exam. Why don't you come out for a smoke with us? It'll be way cooler." If you do go, you'll see their way of lifestyle as cooler, and you'll start drifting away from your lifestyle. Unspoken peer pressure is when your peers are getting influenced by their peers without any provoking verbal communication. For example, if a teen routinely watches his peers living a certain lifestyle, he then gets influenced and assumes that his peers are leading a better lifestyle. So it's like, if everyone does it, why can't I?
I remember one time was at like this kick it, you know what I'm saying? And some kids had brought like, you know, some weed and alcohol and stuff like that. And then like I didn't do none of that stuff. But like except for drinking, it was like, just take these shots. So I did, I tried one and stuff. Yeah, it was bad, but I ain't smoking no weed or nothing, you know. I ain't smoking no cigarettes, but yeah, it was pressuring me, you know. And I knew these people, you know, and stuff, and I don't know, I guess I kind of knew what was going down, but I don't know. I wasn't trying to be a part of it, but I still was, so look at me now.
Yeah, you're in college. Yeah.
Peer pressure is not always negative. Sometimes it inculcates new hobbies, supporting spirit, health conscience, or a tireless determination to succeed in life. Amongst teenagers, positive peer pressure also can be seen in situations where a teen starts inviting the qualities of a person he has never directly met, such as an idol worship.
Negative peer pressure, you know, you see that a lot with, like I said before, people trying to fit in. You see people coming from all over different towns moving nowadays, so they come into school and they try to be other people and trying to fit into other people, and that can have a negative impact because they're trying to impress stuff, so they're doing things that they necessarily wouldn't do just by peer pressure, just so they'd fit in with other people. Positive peer pressure, on the other hand, is like if you're not going to college, all your friends are going to college, you know, and they're like, "Come on, buddy, let's go, you know, you want to go to the same college as me," and they kind of peer pressure you into doing good things like going to college, playing sports, the gym. You know, if you're slacking off at the gym and you you can see yourself letting yourself go, but your buddies can also notice that, and they're like, come on, you know, they peer pressure you, let's get healthy, let's get in the gym.
An adult mind is not easily impressionable, as that of a teenager. However, adults are often seen turning to drinking or smoking habits after their peers suggest that these are the best remedies to relieve oneself of personal and work-related stress. Similarly, adults have been known to turn corrupt after they have seen their seniors at work accept a bribe. Often youngsters who start a new career make mistakes of spending excessively on costly products like mobile phones or avail of a huge loan to buy a new vehicle because of spoken or unspoken peer pressure to be like their professional counterparts. At such times, one needs to rationally and make a conscious choice between right and wrong. It is quite natural to feel materialistic, however, it is best to purchase assets after carefully planning your finances.
To many people's astonishment, peer pressure is not all doom and gloom. It can actually be a very positive influence in your life. It can be a way to get to know your limits and what you are willing to accept, improve your ability on making your own choices, and then finally, understand who you are as a special individual and a unique person. Because remember this, forget what I just said. You are who you are. Give you a place where you feel belong and valued for who you are as an individual. And a safe place to take positive risks and test out new ideas.
I used to be the one that would pressure people into doing wrong things, wrong type of drugs and stuff like that. I got a relationship with God when I was 18. Stopped all those things. I remember all the people that saw me, I would tell them I don't do those things anymore. They were surprised. They seemed happy for me. Some seemed like, I don't know, a little weirded out about it, but most appreciated my life being changed.
And personally, I've never fell into peer pressure. Like, I have friends and stuff who do drugs, and I just wasn't one of the ones who fell into doing it.
I think some of the ways to prevent peer pressure is from experiences, and you know, maybe you've been a person that's been a peer pressure-y or a peer pressure-er, and you've seen that you've hurt somebody in a way that you don't want to do that, and that could easily prevent in the future. So experiences from the outside or the inside, and seeing how it affects people.
Just last night I was around some people, they tried to get me to drink. I said no, I don't need to. I had an energy drink. I was at a club. You know, you can still go around places, you can still go around people, you can still, you know, listen to the cool, you know, hip hop, whatever, but you don't have to indulge, you don't have to do those things. You know, you can actually get positive things out of the negative if you're smart enough to think, you know, to pause and wait a minute. So yeah, my name's Philip Percy. I work at In Shape. Y'all wanna holla at me? Peace.
And our baseball team killed you guys' baseball team this year. Yeah, go VCS.